Alright, so today here in South Australia is a pretty cool day because it's a lunar eclipse. And we're going out with this guy right here, Will Godward, who is the best person I know to possibly go out and show me how to do this thing, because he is just a phenomenal astro shooter. If you haven't hit him up on Instagram, make sure you do. You will not regret it. Before we head to his house, we're about to leave, but I gotta drop this off at the post office on the way. It got attacked by a sky rat. Luckily enough, I have DJI Care Fresh, so I'll get a new one for next to nothing compared to the cost of a brand new drone. So very, very fortunate. If you ever buy a drone, make sure you get that. Before we head off, let's go through the setup that I'll be taking with me today. So let's start off right here. I've got the 7200. I've got 2 NPF batteries because over here I've got my Edelkrone slider, which I'll hopefully be getting a few different time lapses with. Under here I do have a 2x converter for this 7200 to take it out to 400mm at 5.6, because Will's got a sky tracker. We can put that on there and track the stars around as the Earth rotates. In here I've got a night core headlamp, so to be able to see what we're doing out there, use some red light. I've just got some little random tripod parts in here, some cables for the cameras. I've got my memory card case, just cleaning accessories. Always need a puffer, always need a little one of those things. Over here we've got the A7R4. This is the 35mm 1.4 Zeiss, 24mm G Master, 2470 G Master. This is the 84mm G Master. Right now I'm filming on the A7S3. This is the 16 to 35mm G Master as well. We are, however, on the way going to pick up the A1, and that is what this slot is for. So we're going to be shooting most of our astro tonight on the A1 and the A7S3. This one right here, it's probably going to be a time-lapse camera. Very, very lucky to have those 3 cameras on me tonight. Let's seal the bags up and get cracking with it. Now, one thing I'm really interested to test out on the Sony A1 is just how well it does in low light environments. The Sony A1 is 50 megapixels. Now, the 2 cameras I have are the A4 and the S3. The R4 is 61 megapixels, whereas the S3 is only 12. Now, what that means is when you actually have smaller megapixel count, it means the megapixels individually are larger and they take more light in per pixel, and that means better low light performance traditionally. So I'd like to see just how well the A1 does in a low light environment compared to the A7R4, and obviously putting up against the low light king, the A7S3. This is a bumpy road. Pretty keen to test that, because let's face it, quite often noise can ruin good images, and that's one thing I just don't want to have to worry about when I'm shooting my shot. Anyway, got about 16 more minutes left of this drive, and then Will be taking the reins on the drive, and I'm pretty keen for that because I've been doing a lot of long distance driving lately, and I'm not a fan. Got a bit of a bog, just trying to work out how to get through. Oh, there we go. Got a bit of a boggy situation. We're trying to work out how to best navigate so we can get to a nice spot to hopefully get rid of some of this cloud cover and shoot the lunar eclipse, but this is what it looks like so far. So right now, Will is using an app called Photo Pills. My dad's been telling me to get this for ages. So basically, you can use augmented reality to show you exactly where the moon or the Milky Way or whatever is in real time. But you can also predict it where it's going to be as well, right?
Yeah.
So it makes astro planning a hell of a lot easier. So I realised I just left my my second jacket home, but luckily I got my work clothes just in case I'm late for work tomorrow. I figured I might put that jacket on now, put this over top, and I'm good. So this is the I've got a night core headlamp here, and what's cool about this, we're able to go into red mode, And red mode, basically it's a lot softer light that your eyes can adjust to, and it means you don't have bright lights flashing everywhere and just ruining everyone else's astro shot. So you still don't really want to shine a red light into anything. You want to keep it, you know, you don't want red reeds in the foreground, but it's nice to be able to see stuff and not have bright lights flashing everywhere. Alright, so this is no doubt pretty grainy. This is at 102,400 ISO on S-Log3. We've got the moon up there somewhere, I can see it. And we've got Lake Bonny in the background. Right now I'm shooting on the S3, but over here I've got the A7 on the star tracker with a 7200G master, 2x converter, which means we're shooting at 5.6, not at 2.8. And well, we're actually shooting a lot lower, we're shooting at f14, so get the sharpest moon that we can. But what that star tracker is doing is tracking the moon the whole way around, so we don't miss a shot, and it's always, you know, nice and focused and steady. We can do longer exposures if we need to, but we're not having to go too long tonight. Alrighty, so we're just about to pack up all the cameras and head home. Got a couple hours drive ahead of us, but we got a fair bit of cloud come over, but we got a little bit lucky and got some clear patches, but could have been a whole lot worse if we stayed in Adelaide. Apparently it's been cloud cover all night, so made a good choice. Got some decent shots, I think. I don't know if Will got exactly what he wanted, but I'm sure he's got something good, so make sure to go check that out on his Instagram page. Alright, let's get driving. So Will smashed out the first 3 hours drive back to his. I picked up my camera about 2/3 of the way through the drive. Got about 20 minutes left. I'll probably get home at 2 AM on the Thursday morning. And luckily for me, I don't have to be at work until 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon to help set up and run a bit of a training information session on the Sony A1. So that should be a bit of fun, but what it means I got a bit of time to sleep in, meander about my morning, get a bit of work done. Alright, so it's a few days later, and I've got to say, I'm blown away at the quality of the photos from the Sony A1. I think 50 megapixels might be the sweet spot for high resolution photography. I think it might be the perfect blend of high resolution, low light, high ISO performance, printability, croppability, and just file size for that file management. When I had the A7R3, I did find myself at times wanting a little bit more resolution. Now with the A7R4, I just hate the file size. I'm saving about 25 megabytes per photo with the A1. Doesn't sound like much. You do that over 2,000 or 10,000 images, it's quite a bit of data you've just saved. But we'll talk more about that in my Sony A1 review, which will no doubt be my next upload. So if you want to see that, make sure you hit the subscribe button and ding the bell to be notified. Thanks for coming out on the ride with Will and I had a great time, and you've already seen the shots I got, so I hope you liked them. I did film my music suggestion on the road, but the audio didn't sound very good. I was on a pretty bumpy road at the time, so it is Dayseeker and its origins, and you can tell by the album cover, it's pretty appropriate for the Lunar Eclipse. Dayseeker's vocalist Rory Rodriguez must be in my top 5 for clean and scream of all time. I absolutely love his voice, so if you're into that, go check it out. That's all for this one, guys. Thanks for watching. If you did enjoy it, please give it a big fat thumbs up. That'd be really, really appreciated. Subscribe, comment, all that sort of stuff. I'll catch you in my A1 review. Bye!